Now, were you thinking about buying some cheap skirting for your Audi TT off eBay? Well, I got them for you so you can see what they're like.
I'm going to be starting a brand new series on my Audi TTS. I've just got this car and there's a lot I want to do to it. I've already got to start getting parts. So I want to do to it, the grille, that needs changing. I know the grille needs changing. It needs a new splitter indeed. And I've already got the side skirts. That's what I'm going to be working on first. And I've actually, sorry, the car is dirty, even has bit of peel on it. I've actually got a really rare spoiler. A spoiler that I've seen loads of people talking about in forums. I've actually managed to find one in Britain and I've got it. I'm actually going out to London to pick it up tomorrow, but yeah, it's going to go on. And then I want to get a new back diffuser because I'm not, it's not that as bad, but yeah, I want a different one. No, I actually got the Audi TT because I'm a major fan of the 4 exhausts. I love the 4 exhausts. Obviously RS are amazing, but this is cheaper in insurance and you can still make these look incredible. And then obviously eventually I want new rims as well. I'm probably going to put spacers on it, so please follow the channel if you're not already subscribed, guys, because I've got a lot I'm going to do to this car and I'm going to vlog every single step along the way. But first off, we got to do these side skirts, so I'm going to have to measure this and see how long they are, because I'll show you inside what I've got. Right now, that is 172 centimeters. So I'm going to try, you'll see this thing's in pieces, so I'm going to try and get that exact, and I have a few ideas how to do it.
Now, there's a reason why I've gone with these cheaper ones, and I'll explain why. A lot of you guys out there may be looking at different skirt that you could buy for your Audi TT. I've got a TTS, and the reason I haven't gone expensive is for 2 reasons. One, a lot of these knockoff ones are actually like replicas of the ones that are expensive. So what? And if you've ever had skirting or anything on a car, you know they get scuffed up, destroyed all the time. So like, why not just buy cheaper ones where I could just like, I'm going to set it up so I could just have like freehand tape and then the screws in the bottom. I can take it off and replace one of the parts if I need to, if it gets broken. But 2, the main thing is the more expensive ones than these are like 5 or 10 times the price of these. These were like 50 quid, 60 quid, right? And the craziest part about this, I bought one, but because one of them, one of the sides, like one of the corners is chipped. Great big shout out to the company who did it, by the way. They sent me a whole pack for free. Oh no! So I've actually got spares. So like I said, so if one part does get ruined, I can take it off and replace it. Big shout out to them. I have an affiliation. I don't know their name, but thank you for doing that, by the way. But if you're wondering and you've already looked at these, a lot of these ones on eBay, what they say is basically measure to the size what it is and then cut the end off. Now, the problem I have with that is the ending, right? So if you're going to cut the end off, what you're going to end up with is that. Now, I don't want that. I don't want that at the front where it's kind of coming out. I don't want that you see an end. I want the round off edge. So I have an idea. Now I've got this Dremel, right? And what I'm gonna do, what I'm thinking is best. I had 2 thoughts. Like, so I could either, because there's so many, there's 3 parts to it. There's the back, the front, the front, and the middle, right? And I was thinking I could split it down the middle. So there's kind of, because there is these little join bits. So you could have like a join there, join there, join there. So you know what I mean? So it kind of adds up, but I still don't think it's going to look as good with so many lines. So what I'm thinking, and because I have the spares, I can kind of experiment with this. I'm thinking I'm going to try cut like a perfect line, cut the end off, right? And then glue it onto the ends that I've cut off to the right measurements. And hopefully it will just look like it's an end cap and it will look okay. Now, if you're wondering the quality, look, you can literally see what they've done if they've used a machine to kind of etch in loads of these like kind of rectangles along it, and then they've glossed it all up to make it look. It doesn't look that bad. Like it's not the worst carbon fiber I've seen, but you could definitely tell it's not carbon fiber. Now I'm not Matt Armstrong, and I wish I had his incredible new studio. It looks insane. So I'm doing this from my lounge. Apologies, this is one of my products over here. So sorry, this is the background. Sorry for the wires, the fireplace. I'm going to have to deal with what I have. I'm not there yet. Anyway, what this does is, right, it comes with these bolts. And these kind of, as you see, they slot together. And then you put the bolts in here. What I'm going to have to do is measure to where my car, I think it's 172. I have to look at the video and make sure it's right. And then I'm going to have to cut it, which sounds insane to me. And then, but cut it a little bit less because then I want to add on the end piece. So I've got to do this right. I've got to make sure the numbers are right. So I'll come back to you in a minute. Now, what I'm going to do, because my car is 172, right, I'm actually going to, I reckon I'm going to leave
about 2 centimeters or 200 millimeters, or I can't think in my head what it is right now. Sorry, it's late. I've been in London all day. So I'm actually going to do it to 170, and I'm going to cut 170, because then I'll cut 2 mil off the end of this. And I reckon that will look okay. I hope so. I hope so. That will look okay. But like I said, this is an experiment. I'm doing it so you guys don't have to. And if you do buy these, you can try this yourself. But I'm going to do it at 170. I'm going to cut it across with the Dremel. And hopefully, when I stick on the end piece, it will be perfect when it goes on the car. But that's when we're going to find out. Now, I've used Dremels a lot before, but there was actually a little problem with this exact one that I got for this. I can't actually use this Dremel. This is so annoying. Because of how this is built, right? The bottom of it, that hits. I can't go down because it hits it. So I can't actually use this, which is really, really annoying because I got this for that reason. So luckily I have a multi-tool. So I can use a multi-tool and I can kind of cut a straight line. I didn't want to use this because, you know, trying to go like it's probably going to get a bit more wonky. It would have been straight with the Dremel, but I'm going to give it a shot and hopefully it's all right. Thank God I had this multi-tool as well, but it just isn't as smooth as the Dremel. Okay, this did cut through it. Of course, it's going to cut through it easier, and it's actually, I tried to cut it along that, so I've actually done a pretty good job with that. I can actually cut this Dremel. This will cut the end because it's so far in the end there. It will reach over, which is good. And I can actually use these little like sanding bits for this to kind of, because I need to clean this up with that and then obviously try glue it together, and then we're going to see it needs to be 172 when we glue it or put it all together. So there's I'm just going to clip to that bit and hopefully it all fits. And no means the prettiest sanding you can do, but what you want to do is, if you are going to do it, make sure you have a flat surface like this. I got like a sanding block for when you're doing it, so you can try to get the flattest edge. Obviously trying to cut it freehand, the best I could really do is they're kind of lined up, but look, these are cheap. It's not meant to look the best. I kind of basically it's going to end up looking hopefully like that, and when it's on, you're only going to see like this much of it anyway, and the rest of this is going to be stuck beneath the car. So hopefully this looks all right. I'm going to wait next time. You're going to see it on and looking all good, and hopefully it's all the right length. Okay, so it's the morning, and it's not the prettiest thing in the world, of course. Like, it's the cheaper version trying this out. Now, what I did was, see, it comes with these panels, because what you do is these metal things, this is where you put the bolts through to attach to the bottom of the car. I actually put them along the seam just to kind of enforce it a little bit. Reinforce it, sorry. Now, it's not pretty at all, but remember, this is going to be under the car, this bit. I only want just kind of one good corner. Now, about that much is going to stick out like that. It's not that bad. Like I said, it's definitely not that pretty. Look, there's a gap there, but it's trying to cut it. When it's kind of underneath the car like that, it won't be as bad, but yeah, it could be a lot nicer, but I didn't have like a full-on cutting. I need a different kind of cutting blade to try it, but I'm going to attach them on. We're going to go to the car, and hopefully they're the right length, and I can get these on the car today. Look at that, 172, literally almost smack bang on it. Like, I'm so happy that has ended up that. Now, look, they are rough. They don't look that bad, but they are rough. They're not as great as I would like them, but I think the line, I don't think that's that bad. And like I said, when it's on it, you're going to see probably like that much sticking out anyway. So time to get these on. Okay, guys, I'm all set up. So this is obviously this one. This is my handy little, like I said, I'm not Matt Armstrong yet, you know. This is what I'm going to work with. I've got a car and little ramps here at the back. Now, I'm going to mask and tape it to maybe where I want it. And what it does is it comes with, like, so these little metal bits. I don't really want to get scuffed on the floor. You know, it's kind of crap. They go over there, these ones. And then you've got these little ones. So if you do put your ones here, just to give it some kind of, maybe that way, some support for where you put a screw through. Basically go straight into the bottom of this one for the plastic. So gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna duct tape it on and then put it on. Let's have a look. Masking tape is on just to kind of keep it in place, and then once I've got a few screws in, I can sort it out. But I actually think it's gonna look alright, you know. I'm actually, for like I said, these were like, I think they were 60. I managed to get them down to like 50 quid. I have an eBay tip, by the way, for how to get things cheaper on eBay. But I think that's gonna look good. Tape. I'm the absolute idiot who forgot to put the free end tape on, so that's fine. And what was good, actually, I've actually put in like a pilot hole now, so I can kind of get into it. I'm going to put the free end tape on now, like I should have done. And what I'm actually going to try to do, I'm going to try to put it on the bottom of the car instead, because I know where it's going to go there. Put it along the bottom, take it off, and then, because I've already got a hole here now, I should be able to just place it into where I want it, and it'll be okay. We'll find out. Guys, make sure you do one thing. Make sure you clean before you put it on. I can't believe I almost didn't put it on. Make sure you clean it, because look, all of this, obviously the free end is not going to stick if this is all dirty new. So I've gone along here and got all this off. I need to go along the other side, clean all that, and then I need to put the tape on and then get it all ready for sticking it on. Now, I recommend, and I wish I had like a right angle drill piece, so basically I could get a good angle when trying to get these screws in, but eventually got it. I am so happy with those. I think it actually looks really good. Let's go to the other side. Oh my god, I'm actually really happy with that. Now it needs the spoiler and it needs everything else, but still, first thing done, guys. I'm so happy with this. Go for the worst outro ever. Since this angle is terrible, I don't care. Thank you if you've watched this all the way through, guys. Remember to subscribe and like if you can. If you like car content, casino content, that's all my pages. Now remember, next video I'm going to be putting on a very rare spoiler onto this car. Hopefully it fits. I haven't even tested it yet, but I'm going to do that today, hopefully. But obviously that'll be in the next video. But yeah, guys, check out that video, guys. See you later, guys. See you in a bit.